Okay, so this is where our facility tour begins. This is outside of Williams Arena. You can see TCF Bank Stadium there across. This Williams Arena and it's called the Sports Pavilion. And we'll walk in here in a minute. Our players have 24-hour access to the building to come in and shoot and play, and this is where we practice. And our locker rooms are housed here. Basically, as we walk in here, you're going to see on our left our facilities office. So we have facilities staff that's here during normal business hours. We also have a cheerleading office in there. We have the #1 dance team in the country, actually in the world. They went to China a few years back and won a national championship in dance. So we're walking up to the stairs here. This is called the Sports Pavilion. So basically the building here, Williams Arena, and the Sports Pavilion are connected. There's a wall here that kind of separates into a third and 2/3. The ceiling you can see is very high. This building was originally used for a practice football field. So here's the Sports Pavilion right now. It's set up for volleyball. Sometimes we practice in here. Volleyball plays in here, gymnastics, wrestling, and they do a lot of different events that go on in here. But volleyball is the main sport that practices in there. Women's basketball used to play in there until they got really good. They had a flood. At the time, Lindsey Whalen was playing for that team. Interesting fact I like to show, Brock Lesnar went to school here, and there's a huge picture of him pre-steroids. So as we continue on through the tour, we're going to separate, go to the other side of the building. This is where Williams Arena is. Basically, on the walls here, we have an older concourse. This building is very old. The original floor is from 1928. There's like a little timeline that goes around, talks about our program. Interesting fact, Whitey Skoog right here, his number's retired. He was the first person to actually jump on a jump shot, so he's credited for creating the jump shot, I guess. His number's retired. Now we're entering Williams Arena. Williams Arena seats 14,625 people. We usually fill the place for our men's games. Women will fill the lower bowl. So we just put in a new scoreboard and a ribbon board that goes around the whole arena. Kind of a very unique arena because we have a raised floor. There's kind of the arena in a quick nutshell. If you look past there, you can see some light. That's the ribbon board, but behind it is a club room. The club room is kind of where the boosters go for games. They can drink alcohol there. Another unique feature is, if you see the third level, we don't have suites. We have, they call them the barn lofts. It's called the barn. So all the wooden seats here, all the bleacher seats are where our students sit. We're called the barnyard because it's called the barn, and the guys dress up, students dress up as animals. So coming down the stairs here, it's kind of the women's basketball portion. There's a training room down that way and an equipment room which stores all our gear. Tough to see on the wall here, but as we walk down, different things that their program stands for. We have similar stuff on our walls. So our locker room was done about 4 years ago. It was a $1.3 million project. On the graphics on the walls, we just redid that. It was a $100,000 project this past year, and we could swap them out pretty easily. There's our director of basketball operations down there, Joe Esposito, talking on the phone. So here's kind of our wall of fame walking down here. So this is all men's basketball down this area. So you won the Puerto Rico tip-off a few years ago, a trophy. This is our manager locker room. Like we talked about before, we got 7 managers. Store all the equipment in here, basketballs. You got stools, TV. It's a rack. This is similar, one of the things that I do for a job is tape every game on TV. I used to do that. Now we don't really do it as often because we can afford to. We have a program that does it for us. But our rack that controls that, tape our games there. Speed up our tour so we don't take too long. Coming down here, it's our locker room, kind of a wall of Gopher greats. Bobby Jackson played here, Chris Humphreys, I know you know of him. Quincy Lewis, Vashon Leonard, J.B. Bickerstaff, Kevin Lynch, Trent Tucker. He has a party every year. Michael Jordan comes into town. Flip Saunders, Kevin McHale, he's the coach of the Rockets. Michael Thompson and Whitey Skoog again. This is kind of what our arena looks like when it's full. Kind of tough to see, but you kind of get the gist of it. So here's a remake of our locker room, and it's a replica of our floor. I'll come in and show you the actual locker room part. So each guy has their own locker. Not too complex, pretty simple and standard locker room. Got a sound system in here, M on the floor. We get a lot of different Nike shoes. It's Trevor Mbakwe's shoe there. He should be a first-round pick next year. We're size 19, pretty big shoe. A little whiteboard, flexion chart, countdown clock. Some of the things our program stands for, we call them affirmations. Quickly finishing up here, we have an NBA wall. Anyone that played here, played in the NBA. Computer lounge, very simple. This is our film room, kind of like your own little personal movie theater. This is actually where I'm sitting right there for the tour, or for your lecture today. And to finish up, we have a little team lounge, like everyone's dream basement. We have some TVs in here. You can watch anything you want. PlayStation 3, a Wii. Guys kind of hang out here. We got a pool table. Coach Smith is really good at pool, so don't ever play him. Some of the cool graphics on the wall, and we'll finalize with a little kitchen here. And that's about it.